everybody and welcome to Arabic with Amina. Today we are going to be learning about sentence structure, specifically speaking the nominal sentence. The sentence in Arabic or al-jumla. In Arabic there are two types of sentences. There is a nominal sentence, which is jumla ismiya, and there's a verbal sentence known as jumla fi'liya. In today's lesson, we are going to be covering the nominal sentence or jumla ismiya. So, al-jumla al-ismiya or a nominal sentence is one that starts with a noun or a pronoun. It will never start with a verb. If it started with a verb, it'd be a jumla fi'liya or a verbal sentence. The nominal sentence consists of two parts. The mubtada, which is the subject or topic of the sentence, and the khabar, or predicate. This is the comment on the subject. So let's get to understand the mubtada or subject a little more. The mubtada is the subject of the sentence. It's the topic of our speech, and it is usually the first word of the nominal sentence. The mubtada must be definite, whether this be a proper noun, such as names or cities. For example, Amina is reading. Amina would be the mubtada or topic of our sentence or subject. Or a definite noun. A definite noun is one that is defined by the or by other ways, which I cover in a total different lesson. For example, the tree is green. Or it can be a pronoun. For example, I am a student. The topic and subject of the student is I. Now the second component of a nominal sentence is the khabar, or predicate. The khabar is literally translated from Arabic to English to mean the news or information. And this is because it tells us something about the subject. The khabar can be an ism, which is a noun or an adjective, or it can be a sentence, whether this be a nominal sentence, jumla ismiya, or a verbal sentence, jumla fi'liya, or it can be a quasi-phrase, which is a semi-sentence, shibh jumla. We'll explain each type in the upcoming examples. Our first example is the sentence, ash-shajaratu nabta, which means the tree is a plant. First off, we can identify that this is a nominal sentence because it starts with a noun, the tree, ash-shajara. Now, to dissect the sentence and identify the subject or mubtada and the predicate or khabar. So right now we are talking about the tree or ash-shajara. So this is the subject of our speech or the topic of our sentence, and hence this is the mubtada. Notice how it is a noun defined by the. So it is a definite noun. So what about the tree? What are we trying to say? Well, we are telling people that the tree is a plant. Nabta. So, is a plant is our comment on the subject, or the khabar. This type of khabar is ism, since plant is a noun. Now, something important to note is that the literal translation of this sentence from Arabic to English is the tree plant. That is because in Arabic, the words is, are, am, also known as the verb to be, don't exist. Neither do the articles a or am. So there are no equivalents to these words in Arabic, so they just don't exist in the sentence. So, ash-shajaratu nabta. Our next example is the sentence, هذا قلم, which means this is a pen. The thing we are talking about in this sentence is this, or هذا, which makes it our mubtada, or subject. This is a demonstrative pronoun. To complete the sentence, we need a comment on this to fulfill the meaning. So, is a pen, or qalam, is the predicate, or khabar, since it provides us with information about the word this. This is a pen. هذا قلم. And this type of khabar is a noun. المنزل كبير. The house is big. we are talking about the house. So this is the mubtada, and it is a definite noun. And we are commenting on the house by saying it is big or kabir. So this is a khabar, and this type of khabar is an adjective, which is known in Arabic as ism. Something worth noticing is that the subject or mubtada of the sentence must be definite, but the predicate does not have to be definite. If the predicate were to follow the subject in definiteness, the meaning of the sentence would change. I talk more about this in my lesson regarding how to make a noun definite. Muhammadu fil madrasa. Muhammad is in school. Can you guess what the mubtada or subject of the sentence is? We are talking about Muhammad, so this is the mubtada. And we are informing the listener that he is in school, fil madrasa. So this part of the sentence would be the khabar. This type of khabar is a quasi-phrase or shibh jumla, which is a semi-sentence, since it starts with a preposition. If you're not familiar with prepositions, check out my video on that. Next up is al-atibba yu'alijun al-marda. The doctors treat the patients. Who are we talking about in this sentence? We're talking about the doctors, al-atibba. So this is our mubtada. And what are we saying about them? What do doctors do? Well, they treat patients. يعالجون المرضى. So this is our khabar. Now, يعالجون المرضى is a verbal sentence or جملة فعلية. It starts with a verb, has a subject and object. And I talk more about verbal sentence in its own video. However, the entire sentence, the doctors treat the patients, الأطباء يعالجون المرضى, is a nominal sentence because it starts with a noun. الزرافة رقبتها طويلة. The giraffe's neck is long. You can probably already guess by now what the subject of our sentence is, or the mubtada, and that'd be الزرافة, or the giraffe. And our comment on the giraffe is that its neck is long. So that would be our khabar. Now this type of khabar is a nominal sentence or jumla ismiya. So how can this nominal sentence have a khabar that is also a nominal sentence, you ask? Well, let's say we remove the mubtada or the subject, az-zarafa. Now we're left with raqabatha tawila, which means its or her neck is long. Since giraffe is a feminine word, we are using the pronoun her. There's no it in Arabic. Now, if we were to assume that we know what her refers to, this is a complete sentence. And the word neck is a definite noun because it's added to a pronoun. So her neck, or raqabatha, becomes the mubtada or subject. So you can see that this is a complete sentence in itself. And when we say az-zarafa raqabatha tawila, the giraffe's neck is long, is also a complete sentence. So it's like having two sentences within one. And with that, we come to the end of our lesson. I hope this lesson has helped you gain a better understanding of nominal sentences in Arabic. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. See you next time. Arabic with Amina.